So your ex is in a rebound relationship, and you're maybe not sure if you should try and save that relationship and keep fighting for it, or if it's time to just let go. We're going to be talking about that here today. And please watch through to the end, because at the end of this video, we're going to be talking about what it might look like to save that relationship and some strategies that you could use to make that happen. Please hang on, and let's go ahead and get started. Hey there, it's Clay with modernlove.life. If your ex is dating someone new, this of course can hurt a lot. It can feel like so much agony, and trust me, I'm telling you this from personal experience. I've told my story on this channel many times about my big ex and how she ended up in rebound relationships and how we got back together and all that sort of stuff. I won't go into all of that here, but just trust me, I've been there. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to just have that part of your brain that just keeps running in circles all day long, and you just can't turn it off because you're worried about what they're doing and worried about whether or not you're being replaced and worried about if they ever cared about you and everything else. But you might be wondering, should I fight for this? Should I just give up? And of course, this is a personal choice that you're going to have to make. But we can have a little conversation here today that might help you make the right choice for you. So the first thing is it ethical to try to save a relationship if your partner's dating someone else? And in my mind, it is a lot of the times. I mean, if you truly believe that you and your partner are a good fit for one another, and if you truly believe that you can give them a great life and that they can give you a great life, then in a lot of ways, don't you owe it to them to try to give them that choice? Don't you owe it to them to make that decision? Like, who are you to take that choice away from them just because they're in a relationship with, maybe someone who's not the right fit for them, or someone who isn't able to give them a great life or something like that? Why not see this through to the end and really give them that opportunity, give them that choice to have a great relationship with you? Of course, the one time that me, personally, I feel that it goes a little bit against my own values is if there's a ring on someone's finger. Like if there's like an engagement ring or a wedding ring or something like that, then personally, I would feel a little bit uncomfortable trying to break up that kind of relationship. But that's just my personal values. You, of course, have your own values. I'm not trying to push mine on yours or anything like that. Go ahead and make the choice that's right for you. But if you really do believe that the two of you can have this great, amazing, and wonderful life together, then why not put that option out there for them to choose it? Why make the decision for them that you're just going to give up and walk away? There are a couple other factors that we want to weigh out as well too. Before we get on to that though, first of all, if you do like these videos that we do for you, please make sure that you ever so delicately tap that thumbs up button. It is a very gentle and loving way to help promote this video in the YouTube algorithm, and it is a free way to support this channel, and I'm ever so grateful for everyone that pushes that thumbs up button. So we also want to really think about whether or not it makes sense for us to try to get back together with our ex. I don't want you to get back together with them just because the two of you were together at some point. I don't think that every relationship should be saved. I want you to take an objective look at who they are, what their character is, what their personality is, what their shortcomings are, what their flaws are, etc. And I want you to ask yourself, does someone with these characteristics have a place in my ideal relationship? When I think about the kind of person that I want to be with, potentially even for the rest of my life, what are their qualities? What are the things that they embody? What's their personality like? More importantly, what is their personality not like? What things don't have a place in my future? What things don't have a place in the great loving relationship that I'm looking for? When I first did this exercise many, many years ago when I was single, I had to think about things like, I want a woman who's feminine, who's emotionally expressive, who takes responsibility for her feelings, etc. But more important than that, I also had to think about, what is it I don't want? Well, I don't want someone who has mental health issues. I don't want someone who is going to blame me and make me responsible for her feelings. I don't want someone who's a narcissist. I don't want someone who, is aggressive or angry all the time, or whatever the case might be. And start to think about things that don't have a place in your romantic future. On top of that, if you are in a place where you're considering, hey, I would be open to the idea of getting married in the future, I'd be open to the idea of starting a family, then you might want to start thinking about things from that point of view as well too. What would be some good things in a wife or a husband? What would be some good things in a mother or a father to help parent your children? Start thinking about these things, because let me tell you, you might feel drawn towards a narcissist, but that's probably not going to make the greatest spouse or the greatest parent, right? So start thinking about these things as well too while you're making these decisions. Additionally, also think about the things that you might feel drawn towards, but maybe just, fundamentally aren't good for you. Like, I used to be someone who felt drawn towards trying to fix and solve a woman's problems, but I knew that that wasn't good for me because I would sometimes draw to me women who had a lot of problems and who blamed me for those problems. So even though I felt that urge, it wasn't something that was fundamentally good for me. And start thinking about these things from that point of view as well too. As you start to do this, if you feel that your partner and you could have a great, amazing life together, and if you feel that the two of you are compatible together, then I see absolutely no problem in trying to save that relationship, even if they are in a rebound relationship. If that's where you're at, you're probably going to want to check out this video right over here where we talk about the specific strategy that you would use to save your relationship if your partner's in a rebound. We're going to get into a lot of very minute details about this, and we're going to walk you through every step of the way. So I'd like you to go ahead and check out this video next, and I'll see you over there.